Okay, so we're just going to have a look at setting up a Kahoot account. So if I just put in Kahoot for a quiz basically, so here we are. So let's sign up free. So teacher, higher education. So I will just do this section and then get back to you. Okay, so I'm now signing up. Wish to receive offers? No. Okay, so here we go with the pricing plan. So we want to continue for free. Well, unless if you've got more than a certain amount of students in your class, you are going to need to have a paid account. But if you've got small classes, you can do it free. So we're at home now, so we want to create a Kahoot, which is basically a quiz. There's lots of options here, obviously. So let's have a look. I want a blank canvas. So really what I'm using here is I'm using the, I've just cut back the fundamentals lecture. And so what I'm doing here is I'm just taking effectively the questions out of the lecture. I mean, it's obviously better if you mix these up. And then what I will do is I will copy these. So if you use your snipping tool, you can basically get in your reference as well to make sure that you are not breaking copyright laws. And so what happens there is you can then drag that, as long as you've saved it from your snipping tool, you can then drag that in. Okay, so there's my image, and so then you want to put in your question. So what core, let's give it a capital, why not? What core component would rescue the princess on the castle? What core component is, I would suggest, it's probably a better answer, and then I put a question mark on there. And then you add your answers basically. So let's put objective, and then also let's put challenge. And so you need to choose which one of these is correct. So in this case it's objective, and you can obviously put two more answers down there. And then we add another, so that's your first question, and then we add another slide. We want a classic slide. All of these stars mean you need to pay, so it's going to be a classic slide. It's going to be a question. Have I added a slide, or I seem to have added? Okay, so this is not a question. Let's add a question. I've added a slide instead of a question, so you don't want to add a slide, you want to add a question. So as I've said here, you know, all of these are paired, so you want to, in this case, add a quiz. We can delete this. Let me just find some way of deleting it. The bin usually does the trick. So find and insert media. So if we go back to the lecture, we can see here that I've got these video clips. So I can ask a question about effectively something along the lines of, what is this video clip teaching us? And then we show them a little video clip. So in this case, Kahoot won't accept abbreviated HTTPs. So we need the actual YouTube address. So if we go to find and insert media, and then we can go to YouTube, and then we can go paste that in, and then that's the one. Okay, so we want to make sure we're putting it in at the right time. So I think it's 1:21, is it? Obviously the end time's got to be after the start time. So let's just do 1:41. Okay. Okay, 1:21, 1:41. Okay. Right, I got you. So you need to put done on both of those. Add that. Okay, so we've got a clip now. So start typing the question. What type of core component what core component is this game? What core component is this game clip showing the player? I mean, that's a really bad question, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. So the answer is that's teaching. Let's say breadcrumbing. So you can just put in some slightly more entertaining answers if you'd like. Obviously, you can put another 2 there. So that's that done. So let's save this. So the Kahoot title is Game Design Fundamentals 1. Let's call it Core Components and Loops. Let's go crazy. Put a description in there if you want. So, and here's an interesting thing. This is just to show you what the students will see. So once you can run it in class. So what will happen here is you get a game pin. So this is representing the students' smartphones. So we can put in 962.262. Put in a nickname. And not a particularly clever nickname, but okay, go. It's got my wig. Okay, so this is representing the educator's screen, so let's just get that started. So this is the student screen, this is the educator's screen, or this is the main screen, I should say, that the students will be looking at. So first of all, I'll ask you the question, and then on the student's smartphone you've got the colour and matching shape. So in this case, let's go for, okay, so and as the educator you press next. So it will effectively go to the next if all the students answer the question. So next. And it's quite nice because you get a scoreboard, so it kind of fosters competitive spirit. Okay, so we run the clip. You don't need to run the clip, obviously, but you can run the clip. And as a student, let's go wrong this time. And then next. And so we're looking at the podium now. So it's quite good because quite often the scores will change within the class. And there's always a chance one of the students who's got a low score will be able to catch up by the end of the game. So, and I've won. Excellent. So, yeah, that's just an overview of how to translate your lectures into Kahoots.